Welcome to Field Friday. I'm Blake Gernowig with Cooperative Farmers Elevator, and today we're looking at soybean seed treatment systems. You'll notice behind me you'll see some very large tanks. Those tanks get filled up during the winter with soybean seed as they clean it from the facilities from the summer production. We have five bins that can hold 6,000 bushels apiece for a total of 30,000 bushels of storage here. This was an upgrade we did about 4 years ago from our other smaller bins that could only hold about 12,000 units of capacity. So we almost threefolded our capacity here at the Doon seedment plant. We now use those smaller bins to store cover crops in the fall so we don't contaminate our soybeans and our cover crops together in the same bins. Today we're going to do a little walkthrough on how our soybean seed treatment system works. Like I said before, behind me we have 5 6,000 bushel bins. We have our leg that you can see up there to elevate our soybeans to get up into the seed treatment drum tubs that sit above the actual seed treater. In addition to the bins that we have outside here, we also have the ability to put bulk bags and regular bags into there for varieties of smaller quantities. This dump hopper allows us to get seed from those bags up above the seed treatment system as well to be treated. We are now in the main seed treatment room. This is the room where we will receive orders from customers, and we walk over to the computer and type in the order for the customer wants, and we send that over to our main control panel behind me here, which is a touchscreen display. We have all the tanks mapped out on the display, as well as the seed treatment pumps and setups and scales, and all of that information reports back to this one main screen. So like I said before, all the scales talk back to the display. All the weights from the beans and the chemical are then tallied up and printed off from our scale here onto our printer, so that we end up with a printed scale ticket to have each individual product weight printed off on here. Right now we are calibrating the bin site. So we first open the gates underneath the bins outside using air. That allows the beans to drop down on the conveyor belt, go through to the leg, get elevated, and drop down into the tank up top. It first notes when the first pound of bean comes into the scale and records that and how much time it took for the beans to get from the tank to the scale hopper, and it stores that in the monitor. This allows us to accurately set up how many pounds or units of beans you need when you come in for your order, and typically we're able to get within 5 to 10 pounds of what you actually ordered. This system has the ability to treat upwards of 5,000 units of soybeans per day, and we treat about 39,000 units of soybeans annually. So after the chemical is ordered up, is pumped up into the seed treater, treated on the beans, it then goes into the drum. As we see here, the drum is now rotating, and we can see the seed getting mixed up as it's going through the drum and getting a good even coat. And by the time it exits the seed treatment here, you can see every bean is dyed red and has a nice shiny coat. So the seed from the treater then drops down, enters into the conveyor here. All our conveyors are rubber conveyors with cleated belts, so the seed is carried from one point to the other. We don't drag it or auger it at any point in time in the system. It's always conveyed. So we then receive the seed into this conveyor here, into this rubber mat, onto this rubber belt. It is then carried up towards the seed tender, and then is dropped down into our seed ladder, where the seed ladder is designed to reduce velocity of the seed, so it zigzags back and forth so that the seed is not getting banged around and getting a lot of splits as it is getting into your seed tender. So we try to strive for safe and gentle seed handling. That's a wrap for our soybean seed treatment system. We have a very similar system over on the Ocheyedan site as well, with the exact same setup. Thanks for tuning in for this week's Field Friday.